Hey, everybody, and welcome to an elementary lesson called Be Careful of Strangers. How do we say stranger in Chinese? That's going to be 陌生人, 陌生人. But that word's actually not going to even appear in our dialogue, but that's okay. We want to be careful of strangers. Let's go through some of the vocab. You're going to hear the word 糖果, 糖果, and that means candy. And you're also going to hear a name, 阿姨, 阿姨. And then that means auntie, of course. And, of course, then we're going to hear the word 傻, 傻. And that, of course, means foolish. So let's go through the whole dialogue. 妈妈，你看，我有糖果。是谁给你的？刚刚我在荡秋千的时候，一个阿姨给我的。阿姨？哪一个阿姨？我不认识她。她说我很可爱，就给我一颗糖。然后呢？然后她问我要不要坐车车。你说什么呢？我说我妈妈来了。傻孩子，那是坏人。Let's hear it a second time. 妈妈，你看，我有糖果。是谁给你的？刚刚我在荡秋千的时候，一个阿姨就给我的。阿姨？哪一个阿姨？我不认识她。她说我很可爱，就给我一颗糖。然后呢？然后她问我要不要坐车车。你说什么呢？我说我妈妈来了。傻孩子，那是坏人。All right, very good. So let's look a little bit at this. This is pretty self-explanatory, but I did want to go over a couple things here. 糖果 is going to be the word for candy. But then when the child refers to a piece of candy, then it's going to be 一颗糖, 一颗糖. That's a piece of candy, 一颗糖. But you wouldn't say 一颗糖果. You'd say 一颗糖. And a couple grammatical structures I wanted to go over. We've got 刚刚我在荡秋千的时候. So that section right there is really good. So 刚刚, it just happened. 我在荡秋千, I was at the swings. 的时候, when I was at the swings. It just happened when I was at the swings. So really, really useful there. 的时候, that's when. And then you have 一个阿姨给我的. So then later he says 我不认识她，她说我很可爱, and then says 就给我一颗糖。就给我is it's a really interesting grammatical structure in Chinese. 就给我, it's not just 给我, but it's 就给我. And then, so in English we would just say, and then just gave it to me. Okay, so that's really an interesting, kind of an interesting structure there. And then I love the mom's response, 然后呢? So when you're listening to a story, you can kind of keep the story going. 然后呢? And then the child uses 然后, and that's going to be, and then what? This kind of thing. And then we have 傻孩子, 傻孩子, which is a good word. It's not very nice that the mother uses this to refer to the child, but it works. So the big question is this a big problem in China? People literally taking children. And it is. It's a big problem. Child abduction is a huge issue in China. According to the Wikipedia page, there are over 70,000 children kidnapped in China every year. That's truly insane. I'm going to do some, back of the envelope calculations here. That's 191 kids per day. That is truly insane. And I don't even know what to say about that. That's just horrible. But it is a big problem. They've had a problem since ancient times. And in the 90s, the 80s, it was a bigger problem. The 90s, they had tougher laws about kidnapping, and so on and so forth. So it's a big problem, and it's just one of those. But interesting stuff comes out of China. You have stories of people who have actually found their children again, which is a really interesting idea. So you'll have some videos of parents who are reunited with their children. So it's pretty powerful stuff. All right, that's about all the time we have for this lesson of Be Careful to Strangers. Let's listen to the dialogue one more time. 妈妈，你看，我有糖果，是谁给你的？刚刚我在荡秋千的时候，一个阿姨给我的。阿姨？哪一个阿姨？我不认识她。她说我很可爱，就给我一颗糖。然后呢？她问我要不要坐车车。你说什么呢？我说我妈妈来了。傻孩子，那是坏人。All right, the big question here is going to be, what does 要不要坐车车? What does that mean? 要不要坐车车? Go ahead and answer that as best you can. See you next time, everybody, and be careful of the 坏人 out there. Don't be a 傻孩子.